In the middle of the Irish Sea, and it's not much of a place.
You're not joining the tourist board there, then?
I had to fly back in the middle of my trip to Old Trafford to watch Reading play Man United during my time in the Isle of Man.
Hardship.
That was quite showbiz, I thought.
Was it on a private jet?
No, sadly not.
More online, bbc.co.uk/Berkshire. We'll keep you in touch with the cricket and the golf throughout the day, and of course, isn't it great to have the football back? At least, just kind of teeing up to the start of the new season in the Championship. 21 minutes away from 8 o'clock, BBC Radio Berkshire with Andrew Peach. Good morning. Going to talk about new measures now to try and reduce the sale of alcohol to underage people. This issue only came up last week, didn't it, with the awful and tragic death of this young lad from Forest School in Winnersh who'd been sold alcohol at a very young age out celebrating the end of his GCSEs down in the southwest. You might have seen signs up in Sainsbury's saying, if you look under 25, we're going to ask you for ID, and if you're going to buy alcohol. Until recently it was 21, now they're going to make it 25 to try and make sure they're not inadvertently selling alcohol to people who look older than they are, who are actually under 18. It's so easily done. Here's the proof. Sarah Walker's here.
Hello.
I'm armed today with photographs of young people.
Okay.
You'll remember what they look like.
Yeah, just about, in the recesses of my mind.
Years ago. And what I'm going to do is just see how easy or difficult it might be to tell how old these people are.
Right.
Okay, so here's an image taken in Slough of a young woman, and the question is, how old is she?
Oh, she's a young one. I'm going to go with, she looks 18 to me, I reckon.
18, you say?
Yeah.
See, I couldn't decide whether she was like 16 or 22. You're saying 18 on her.
The hair makes me think she's slightly older than 16, so I'm going to go with 18.
Taken outside Boots in Slough and River Island there. I'll give you the answers in a second or two. Elsewhere in Slough Town Centre, we took a picture of this lady. This is outside Clark's. How old do you think Shay is?
I'm going to go with 25, I think, yeah.
25, okay. And what about Chris? This is in the town square. This is just outside the Queensmere shopping centre. Here's a photo of Chris. Oh, you're more interested in him, aren't you?
No, but he's a young one, isn't he? I can tell.
Oh, the smile's turned up all of a sudden.
I reckon 19.
You're quite good, I have to say. So in total of the three ages, you're only out by 6 years in all of them.
Oh.
The first girl I showed you outside Boots, Amy, is 18. You were spot on with her. Well done. Shay might not be too happy with you. You said she was 25. She's actually 20.
Oh, dear.
And Chris is 18. You said 19.
Yeah.
So basically, you should be working in Sainsbury's.
Yeah,
Selling alcohol, shouldn't you? Richard Dodds from the British Retail Consortium. Hi, Richard.
Hello.
See, if only everyone was as good as Sarah, this wouldn't be a problem, would it?
Yeah, excellent. Of course, retailers have to take this very, very seriously, and they do. And if you look at the figures, you find that supermarkets have actually got the best record of any kind of outlet on preventing underage sales, better than corner stores, better than pubs and clubs, and that's because they do enforce this. And you've been talking about the Challenge 25 or Think 25 idea, and that's a new development, a recent development of this, where anybody who looks like they might be under 25 is now asked to prove that they're over 18, so you're taking out that margin of error and making it even less likely that a sale will happen by mistake.
Right. So basically, the world will be a better place if all places that sold alcohol adopted the same principle and said, look, if you're under 25, we need to see your ID card or whatever.
Yes, that's right. I mean, everybody should be challenging an individual where there's any doubt about their age, and certainly all the big retailers are gradually adopting this Challenge 25 principle. They used to call it Challenge 21. They've decided to extend that up to 25 just to be even more sure, and that of course means that they are likely to improve their record on preventing underage sales even more. And of course there's a range of different ways in which people can prove their age, because that's the next part. If you're asked to show that you're over 18, then how do you do it? And we've been involved for a long time in something called the proof of age standard scheme, which is a way of authorising proof of age cards with a hologram that's common to all of them, so that shop staff can be very, very confident that what they're looking at is genuine, and that if they ask somebody to prove their age and they show a card, then that is actually giving them correct information.
Richard, thank you. Richard Dodd from the British Retail Consortium. That's what the supermarkets are doing. Let's learn more about this. Going to talk to Marnie Higgins now. Marnie is a teen detective. She's one of the